Hey everyone, today in this video we're going to be talking about Sheet Index. So this is the next video in my series about sheets and sheet seeds and all that good stuff. So what I wanted to go over here is I've kind of hinted at it in some of the other videos about using Sheet Index. So we're going to use Sheet Index, and we're going to also use the Plan Set Manager a little bit to change some of the sheet names and show you how simple it is to quickly update sheet names and sheet numbers. So the first thing I want to do here is I've got my Explorer open over here, and I've got my Sheet Index tab selected, and you can see that I've got the FPID number sitting here for my Sheet Index. And keep in mind this Sheet Index is saved in your .dgnws file, so you will see that I'm in ProjectWise, and so that will probably be getting checked in occasionally here as we work. So the first thing I want to do is open this for editing. So it's going to check it out. And then I'm going to click on the index, and I want to add a folder. I'm just going to call this roadway. We'll just call it roadway test. And this is where I can start adding in sheets. But the first thing I want to do is right click on here and go to properties, and that'll bring up this window, and we want to set the properties of sheets that get added to this index. Automated naming is fine. We're going to increment by 1. All this stuff is good. Number of digits, I've always just set this to 1. Even when you get up into 2 and 3 digit page numbers, it's fine. Typically what that number of digits will do is if you are only a 1 or 2 digit page number, it'll add leading zeros for you, and typically I don't really want to do that. There's also by default a sheet number prefix in here that I'll remove. You might use a sheet number prefix if you were numbering signing and paper marking sheets, so you might put something like S dash in here, and that would be your prefix for a signing paper marking sheet. But you would set those settings when you create another folder in here called signing paper marking. So for roadway sheets, we don't typically have a prefix. And I'm just going to turn leading zeros off. And the start number is 1. So all of that is good. We've set that on this folder in particular. If I click on the actual FPID number, you can see that those sheet numbering controls are all still default. So if something gets added outside of this folder, it's going to follow these settings right here. So the next thing we can do is I want to make sure I've got my folder selected before I go and start adding some sheets. So like I said, I'm in a ProjectWise environment, so I'm just going to start grabbing. I'm not going to add everything, but I'll start grabbing some sheets that I know, or some files that I know have sheets. So like this one, key sheet, general note, like we're in right now. Let's get these plan sheets, profile sheet, and I want to get some cross sections. So that's good. So it's got some sheets added there. So this dialog tells me the actual sheets that are available in each of these DGNs. So one tricky thing that I've found here is that I guess there's nothing in the key sheet, so that's not working right. So we'll just avoid that. It could also be that it thinks this key sheet's already been added to a sheet index, so I can maybe go check that out and show you how to resolve that issue once we get out of here. So I'm just going to add sheets in order, and typically you want to try and select the sheets in the order that you want them to be placed into the index. So I want my SES sheets first, my general notes. I mean, fortunately most of these are in order, but you can see that I'm only selecting the actual sheets. I don't want to select the DGNs. And then we'll go ahead and hit OK. And it might take a little bit of time depending on the number of sheets that you're adding, but eventually we get all of our sheets added into here. So you can see my summary items came in 1, 2, 3, 4. General notes, plan sheet. So it looks like everything came in order. So that's great. That's essentially what you want to happen. It could happen if you selected those sheets out of order, that the sheets would then be out of order in here. They would be added in whatever order you clicked on them in that original dialog. So remember to just be careful of that. So basically we have our index created here. What I'm going to do next is just go check out that key sheet real quick and see if we can get that key sheet added in here, because that will help us kind of show how you can move a sheet around and how it automatically renumbers. The first thing I want to do before we jump into that key sheet is we're going to check this back in. We're going to lock the sheet index, which saves to that DGN workset file. So now that's all saved and we're ready to go and jump into the key sheet. Okay, now that we're in the key sheet, let's take a look at the models we have here. So we do have a key sheet roadway in here, and it looks to be a drawing model. So what I can do is right click on this and let's remove from sheet index. Say yes. So what can sometimes happen, especially in this case, is this sheet may have at one time been added to the sheet index, and this project has been moved all over the place. It's been on a server, it's been on OneDrive, now it's been on a ProjectWise server and then moved to a different ProjectWise server. So usually when things get moved around, that DGN workset might not work properly because it's not finding the same path. And so even though a sheet doesn't show up in the sheet index, it might still think it's added to a sheet index somewhere. So you need to manually come and remove it from the sheet index like I just did. And so what I'll do here, make sure I click this, we'll unlock or open it for editing. And then still making sure I'm selecting on the roadway folder here, we're going to add a sheet. And we'll go into the roadway folder, find our key sheet, hit OK. And you can see I'm able to select it now because I removed it from whatever index it thought it was in. So it puts that key sheet at the end. And what I want to do is be able to move this up. So I'm just going to click it and drag it up. And typically I like to make sure that that blue line that you're seeing there is on top of the sheet that I'm trying to place my drag sheet above. So just like this. And because I am basically changing the sheet number for all of these sheets, it has to then check out every sheet that I'm adjusting. So if you were to go look at ProjectWise Explorer right now, I have all of these sheets checked out. So that's one thing to think about when you're adding things to the index or editing sheets, moving things around, is to make sure that people aren't in your actual sheet files. They don't have them checked out, because if they are, you won't be able to change those sheets and you could run into issues with your renumbering. You might just have to come and do it again later. So now that we've got that, let's close it up again, make it read only. We'll check it in. Now the next thing I want to do is I'm just going to go into these cross-section files. I want to change the name of that. It's probably named cross-section right now. I'm just going to call it roadway cross-section. And so I want to change the name in the border. And to do that, I'm going to open up the Plan Set Manager. Actually, since I have the cross-section file checked out, I should make sure that I check it back in before I do this. So I'm going to switch files and go back to that general note file real quick. And you can see as I'm switching to that general note file, it's asking me to check in all of these files that I have checked out. So everything that gets its sheet number changed, I have to check these back in. Okay, so we're back in the general notes file now. I can open up Plan Set Manager and I want to edit multiple sheets. And we're going to go ahead and browse. And I need to browse to my ProjectWise Drive location for this because that's the only way that this Plan Set Manager actually works. And so that's the reason that I checked my cross-section file in. You want to make sure that that got checked in and updated prior to you actually doing this. So before I do this, one thing I might want to do is synchronize my ProjectWise Drive. And in order to do that, I need to go into my system tray, which is on my other screen, and open up the ProjectWise Drive. And it looks something like this. I just took a picture of it. And you want to click this button right here, which is going to synchronize your ProjectWise Drive. So it'll synchronize what it sees on the ProjectWise server to your ProjectWise Drive. And that will make sure that we've got these updated. So we're going to do this again after we run Plan Set Manager so that our I make sure my changes get sent back to the ProjectWise server. You don't necessarily always need to do this. ProjectWise Drive does sync pretty continuously. I just kind of do it as a fail-safe just for my own peace of mind to make sure that I am using the latest versions of all the files. So we'll go ahead and browse here again, and we'll go to ProjectWise Drive, King, Design, CAD, and we'll grab this roadway folder. After a little bit of time, we've got all of our sheets shown here that it found in the roadway folder. We're going to scroll down to those cross-section files, and you can see the general notes are red because it knows that I have those checked out. So that's the file I'm in right now. So I'm not able to edit those. So if you were trying to do a big group of these, you want to make sure you're in, maybe you go into the blank file, or you go into your alignment file, or some file that doesn't have sheets in it so that you can avoid that potential issue. So I'm going to select all of my King Street ones. And again, you got to make sure you're selecting this area right here to select sheets. I'm going to shift select, grab them all, and then I'll use the move button to move everything down here. I'll use the select all button to select them all, right click, and I want to bulk update sheet information. So I'm just going to call them all roadway cross sections and hit OK. And then we'll commit changes. So this is sending all of the changes to the ProjectWise Drive version of those files. So we can close this, and I'm just, as we talk here, I'm going to move over and hit the sync on my ProjectWise Drive. Now I want to open this for editing. What I want to do here is make sure that those changes get sent to the actual cross-section sheets. One of the big issues with using Plan Set Manager and using it to update the sheet name is that you used to have to go into, or you would have to go into every sheet and touch it to get those fields to update. And this is kind of the reason I started using Sheet Index again in the first place, was because there's a button here, Update All Sheet Properties. And so what that does is, with the click of a button, touches all of those sheets and makes sure all the properties get updated. So I'll go ahead and click that. You can see down here, operation completed successfully, updated sheets 20, so everything's good. We can close this back up, check it in, and then we can just go over into the cross-section file real quick and make sure all of these sheet numbers have been added, and then each of them say roadway cross-section. Okay, so here I am in my first cross-section sheet. You can see that we've got roadway cross-sections, and the first sheet here, the 33 plus 5907, which is what this station actually is. This sheet's name is 335907, and it's sheet number 13. And if we switch over to another sheet, in my previous video you would see this field update and this field update, but this time you probably won't see that because it's already updated. See, it was just already there. There wasn't that little flip that happens. And so even before I came into this file and started touching these sheets, I could have printed those sheets and they would have had the correct sheet title and number. Everything would have been filled out for me. So using that update all fields is really handy when using in conjunction with Plan Set Manager. So that pretty much covers everything I wanted to cover as far as the sheet index. It's a pretty easy tool. One thing you just want to be aware of is, sometimes you might encounter what we encountered with the key sheet where it thinks it's part of an index and it's really not. So the only unfortunate thing is you have to actually go into the sheet and remove it from the sheet index before you can then add it back in. The other thing to remember is make sure you set up your folder properly with all the properties that you want to use for that folder. And then when you are adding sheets, you make sure you select that folder, because you don't want to add things outside into this folder, because then we would have ended up with like A1234 sheets, or A001, A002. That's what you would have seen. And then I've had issues with, okay, well, I've got them in the index. Why don't I just drag them up into this folder? And even if I select them all in order and drag them up into this folder, it will oftentimes reverse the order of the sheets. And so then I have to spend time moving them into the proper order, or sometimes it's faster to just remove the sheets from the index and start over and make sure I add them properly the first time. So those are a few tips and tricks as far as sheet index. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.